Well, hey, Dee Dee. I'm turning off my headset real quick. Here we go. Okay. Hey, Luxational. Hey, Miss Dee Dee Bean. I just got home. It's been one of those. It's been one of them weeks, guys. It's been one of those weeks that I can't believe it's only been like 5 days. And I talked to y'all on Monday. Hey, Melissa. Hello. Hi, my friends. I know I'm a little late. I normally go a little live a little earlier, but a lot has happened. A lot. Like these 5 days. Okay, first we're going to do, before we even get into story time, I'm going to do an unboxing, unbagging, because we're in the process of breaking up with Macy's, but until then, we're opening this package. Like this might be my last official Macy's package because I'm going to be paying off the card and probably closing out the account. I don't know if I did. Let me look real quick. Beautiful steps. DM on Insta. I think so. Unless I'm missing something. The last thing you text me was exactly. Hey, Dial M Styles. Hey, it's so nice to see you. Hi, everybody. I'm going to open this up because I need to show you what's in it and put it on. So, yeah, so much stuff has happened, guys. So this is so far, the only item I have purchased from the Lunar New Year collection from Estee Lauder. This is the packaging. Let's see if I can get this to focus on the packaging and not me. Look how pretty this is. Now, it's actually red. My screen shows red as orange. The Murphy bag, beautiful. Luxation. Oh, I don't know about the Murphy bag. Hey, let's see. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Melissa. Oh my gosh, this is my bag corner. Dial M for style. This is my living room. Welcome to my home. I have 2 dogs. You will hear them. So this is the packaging at the end of the tube. Look how beautiful this is. This is the Estee Lauder Lunar New Year. It only comes in the one color that it's going to be, and I wasn't sure I wanted it because of the color that it is. It's like a persimmon color. So it comes out a little orange red, but not. It's like a warm red. So let's just put it on. More of an orange. This is a great color. It's not the typical red of the Lunar New Year, but it's still red. So, oh wow, look at the gold the gold tube has the clouds for the dragon. This is beautiful. Okay, I think this is like $35. Totally, guys. If you can only get one thing for the Lunar New Year, this is the thing you should get. So anyway, I had to open that because I had to wear it. So first thing right off the bat, yes, right, is mental health update. This week sucks. This week has been really rough. Mental health has been awful. I'm in the YouTube doldrums. Like, it's not that I'm not I'm in a creative mood. I'm just in such a bad mental health state that nothing happened. So it's like this week has been up, down, roller coaster, left and right. Let me get into it right away. There's 20 people here. Those who miss or come in later, just watch the replay because this is going to be a story time. Oh, hey, Melissa, Lisa. That's awesome. So, okay, good news first. Sunday, I should be going live with Indubitably Sanice. She went live with Dee Dee Bean, I think last week. So, or 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I put down on her comment, hey, I'd love to go live with you. And she and I are probably going to go live this Sunday on 2:00 Eastern time. No, Central time. So anyway, that's good news. When I know more, I'll let you know. It's kind of like I said, "Yeah, sure, I'm free. I can do it." Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. So I contacted her and she contacted me and she said, yeah, let's do it." And I told her, "Hey, I can talk for 3 hours, so you have to stop me from talking." Um, so anyway, so mental health update. Monday, I talked to everybody and I told everybody about the whole uh, second mortgage um, debacle, or not debacle, that we had to get a second mortgage to pay off debt. And y'all know I've had the saga of car troubles since last June. And as I told James, look, we killed an engine. It saved our life. We ran over the thing in the road, so we didn't hit the car on the left and we didn't go into the ditch on the right, because that was our only option. The car over here, ditch over here, 65 miles an hour, or go over the thing in the middle of the road. We went over the thing in the middle of the road. It killed our engine. We replaced our engine. Insurance helped us replace the engine because it was a collision, because it was an object in the road. The engine was only warranted for 6,000 miles or 6 months. Well, between our cross-country trip to Florida and then one more to Mississippi, we went over 6,000 miles, and warranty's gone. Engine died. You know how you had a warranty in 5 years, and then 5 years and 1 month your whatever you bought broke? Think of that as this engine. So the engine we had in the van, the first engine, had over 200,000 miles, still going strong, nothing wrong with it. The new rebuilt engine we put in there died in 6,000 miles. We're like, what? So, cars in the shop. So we've already replaced the struts. We replaced the front end alignment. We replaced the serpentine belt. We've done tires. We have put thousands of dollars just to keep this thing going. And if we had had a magic crystal ball in July, we should have just fixed the engine, sold the car. Well, we didn't do that. We kept it, and now we had to buy another engine. So, and this time there's no insurance, so it's not deductible. It's you buy an engine and then you pay for labor to put the engine in. So the vendor who sold the engine to the repair place felt so bad that he gave us the next engine at cost. But the way rebuilt engines work, guys, is they'll take the engine they sold us already, they'll take it back and rebuild it, and then they'll give us another rebuilt. And yeah, we get it at cost. It's still $1,700. We still have to install it, you know? So it's like another 3 grand in labor to put that sucker in. Y'all, putting in an engine ain't easy. Hey, Rael. So that didn't make me feel great. And then, so that was just, middle of the week. But let's go back a little further. So I talked to y'all on Monday. I told y'all we refinanced our second mortgage and paying off credit card debts, kicking Chase out of our life because the interest rates have gone up, that we've like, okay, well, we have to do this. And so we did it. I did get one comment on that live, by the way, that says, "If you're in debt, why are you shopping?" And I wrote back, "Because I'm addicted to shopping and I'm not perfect. Because I have a shopping problem. And I didn't have a magic crystal ball telling me that my interest rates would go up 5% just because life happened." I mean, we were our credit's fine. We paid everything. We just carried a balance. And that balance between 3 different cards is so expensive with the interest rates going up that we're like, okay, we gotta. And it's not like, this is like Chase, and our credit union. Our credit union. So anyway, we the whole mental health thing is, I was really down and out because Tuesday we come home and James' mother is not feeling well. We're like, okay, what's up? Long story, super short. His mother's in the hospital. Went into the ER on Tuesday, and Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today is Friday. She's still in the hospital. She will be going to skilled nursing. It's not life-threatening, but it's not good, right? So we've been dealing with that drama. So it's been a rough week. And then she needs us to go see her at the hospital. We had to go look for new rehabilitation centers for her. And I'm like, we're trying to work in a 40-hour work week. We already had 2 other doctor's appointments this week for ourselves, not even for his mother. And then, just so much stuff has happened in this one 5-day period. It's like, oh my gosh. Hey, Jolie, so much stuff has happened. So my mental health isn't that great, and my YouTube life, I haven't even watched y'all. Like, all my YouTube friends, friends, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even gonna go backtrack and try to fill up rewatch the stuff I missed, because I can't. I cannot. I can't keep up. And then I think part of my issue was I just couldn't get into this month's. I mean, I know it's only been like 5 days, but everybody's doing, like, the luxury lessons I've learned in my life. I think it was Connor's, tag, and then stuff like 2024 trends and what bags I'm gonna buy this year and what's the color everybody wants. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I mean, seriously, I'm telling you, YouTube burnout right here, guys, right here. Not as a content creator. I mean, I appreciate every single person that watches my videos, because right now I'm a bad friend. I am a bad friend. I am not watching my friends' videos. I'm barely keeping up with Winnie's. I'm hardly watching. I can barely keep up with Meredith's. I am a bad friend. I'm the best I can do right now is open up a video, hit like, write in a comment, because I know that helps the algorithm. It helps my friends, and then move on, because I don't got time. I am so out of it. But I have videos filmed up until the end of February. It's like, so guys, it's okay. There's stuff out there. I'm still creating stuff. This too shall pass. It's just that I think it's important to talk about this stuff too, because everybody thinks, oh, Shiny Happy new unboxing. She's shopping, she's buying stuff. But yeah. But mental health, guys, this has been a rough. Like I'm going to work. I'm coming home. I'm going to bed, and I'm still not sleeping well. You know, I can tell you this, I am not actually using shopping, because I've been on Ban Island for 4 weeks now. The day we broke out of Ban Island, I did buy a bag, and I'm gonna buy a few other bags I've already talked to James about, and then we're gonna go right back onto Ban Island. So it's a quick little reprieve, because I feel like if we're gonna take this big chunk of money to pay off all our debt, and we're going to be paying for it for the next 20 years. So literally, it's a 20-year loan. That we should buy something fun. So the computer I'm working on, or you're seeing me on, is actually James's computer. So he might be getting his computer back. He's going to do research to see what's better, because he does the processor in this computer is phenomenal, which makes, if you're a YouTuber and it takes forever to upload your videos, it's because the processor is not that good in your computer. And I'm trying to keep so thank you, Rael. My mother-in-law, so here's the thing about my mother-in-law's health. My mother-in-law is, I'm going to try to say this as graciously as I can, but some of this is her plead for attention, whether she admits or acknowledges that or not. And it accomplished what she wanted. Like, her other son, the one that she doesn't live with, the ones that she would rather live with, did come up to see her. And she needs to do. We're trying not to be at her beck and call at her hospital, or or at her next rehabilitation center, because we feel like, okay, we can't. I know she's not my child, but we are almost having to treat her like a teenager when it comes to the fact that we can't reward bad behavior. Like, if you want to see us, then you have to do the PT and physical therapy to get better, to come home, our home, to live here, so we can see you. We're not going to go to your facility all the time to get you a Dr. Pepper because you're lonely. You have to do your physical therapy. It's the one thing we can do a lot. We cannot do her physical therapy. We can get all your medication, we can get all your food, we can remodel your room, we can do a whole lot of stuff. We bought a wheelchair van, we bought the wheelchair so she could go to places, but she has to do her physical therapy, and she has to have that. If you don't do your physical therapy, you will end up in a care facility, and that's where you don't want to be. So you have to work harder. And she can. It's just her motivation isn't there, right? Sometimes mental health is a big deal. She's also depressed. She's in our home, not her home. She's living with us, which she doesn't want to be living with her son. She'd rather be living independently. Mentally, she's very sharp. It's just that physically, her body is failing her. And it's hard. It's hard to be an adult living with a child, you know? So I'm trying really hard. Miss Jelly, I'm also going through it with my mother-in-law. Yeah, and as a daughter-in-law, it's really, really hard, because for me, I can't say much. I can't do much. I mean, I don't mind if she's mad at me. She don't like me anyway. That's fine. I married her son, but we've been married for 16 years. Doesn't mean she likes me. But I get it's hard for me to see how hard it is for James, you know? So I know how it sounds, but personality disorders are difficult to deal with. Yes. Dee says she has to put in the work. Yeah, she has to put in, and it's not like this is she. Okay, so here's the new things that have. Hey, Jeanette, here's the new things that's happened with medicine because of our opioid pandemic. They're now, if you're on a certain type of pain meds, you have to go to the pain specialist. It can't just be prescribed by your PCP anymore. You have to go to a specialist, and then they to get those prescriptions refilled, they have to be counted and measured, and it's just not like, oh, here's 200 pills, take them when you need them. No, it's like, well, you only have 30. There's 30 days in this month, and why aren't you taking your medication? And let me see this, how many you have left, so we can make sure you're not taking too many or not taking them at all. And the problem was she was on a Schedule 1 drug for years. She hasn't gone to her new pain management doctor. Her bones are on bone. She's immobile, but she has to be able to transfer from a chair to a bed, from a bed to a chair to a commode, just those things. But bearing weight on her bone joints is painful. So, but she has to see a pain specialist. Getting out when you're in a mobility issue is very hard. It's very, very hard. It's not, there's nothing simple. And what we have found, the worst thing about this whole endeavor with her and her mobility is, even though she has a wheelchair, even though we're in a wheelchair van, even though we are her assistants when we're taking her to the doctors and everything, when we get to the doctor's offices, they're all like, "Oh, well, okay, get on the table." And she's like, "I can't. I literally cannot get onto that table." And they're like, "What?" Or they want to do imaging or any type of things that requires her to an X-ray. She can't do them. She has to literally go to a hospital to get all of her lab work done because they're the only people that have the facilities to accommodate immobility. And they're all like, "Well, how do you do this at home?" Like, literally, caregivers are telling her, like, they're downright mean. I'm not even joking. So I understand, and for her, it just makes her more defeatist. So there's a lot of mental health issues going on with physical health issues and just age in general. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not easy, but it's like you have to do it. You have to do it. You know? It's like there's no other option. um Jeanette says, I'm having anxiety and I'm feeling very high strung. Yeah, yeah. Lisa, I told my kids, when I'm unable to care for myself, then just stick me in a home and with nice nurses. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, is like, she doesn't want to be a burden either, to the point that she lets things go to the point that it becomes catastrophic. And that's the thing. It's like you have to take care. Okay, guys. So, long story, super short, quick, quick little. I don't know. Most of you all don't know this. Some of you do know this, but in 2012, I was in a very horrible car accident, the almost dying several time car accident. I was in a smart car. You know those cute little smart cars, little teeny tiny Mercedes made by Mercedes. Love them. Well, I had one. I loved it. Well, I got T-boned by an F-250 Ford. You know, in the intersection, they ran a red light. I was turning left, and my pelvic bowl shattered. Well, shattered, fractured is the word. My spine broke, and I ended up in the hospital for 3 years, or not 3 years, 3 months in between acute care or hospitalization, acute care, skilled nursing, and then 2 more months of rehab. So 4 5 months of stuff, 3 months of non-weight bearing. Almost died many, many times. So many surgeries I cannot count. I had everything you could get in a hospital. I got MRSA, I got sepsis, I almost died. I went from the ER into I was in trauma because I had that's something you don't tell you, is that when you're in a car accident, you're automatically in a trauma patient. It's not just a thing, it's many, many things. So my bladder was punctured, my spine was broken, my hips, I mean, it was bad stuff, bad mojo. So I spent 3 months hoping to die, and because every time I'd wake up, I'm like, "Oh, I'm still here. Okay." And so anyhow, so I've been through not walking, almost dying, being in a wheelchair, learning how to walk again, being on a walker, being on a cane, using a wheelchair. I've done it. It is horrible. I was in pain for 2 years constantly after the car accident. I'm still in pain. That's my mobility issues. I have screws in my spine, and I'm just lucky to be living. So I know how hard it is. And that's why it's and I know and I'm younger than she is. And I didn't have a stroke 20 years like she 20 years ago my mother-in-law had a stroke. So she has mobility issues on top of health issues on top. I mean, I get how hard it is. So I know it hurts. I know the pain. I understand that it will hurt before it gets better. And sometimes you're tired and you're like, I don't want to do it. You're like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to try. But you just have to keep going because there's no other option. It's like the other only option is the one nobody wants to do. So anyway, I am not in a smart car anymore. I am in a minivan. So, um, the thing about smart cars is I love them. They're great for Europe. They're not good for Texas. Texas has too many trucks, and so I'll never be in a small car again. So I have a lot of sympathy. So, but I also have a lot of like PTSD when it comes to walking into a hospital. I despise hospitals. Like the smell of a hospital alone, even for good things. Like when my sister gave birth and I had to go into the recovery room because she needed me to be there. I was like, "Can I not be here?" It's like, I really don't wanna be here. Do you know how many recovery rooms I've been into? I've actually been awake in ORs. I'm like, "I don't wanna be awake in here. I don't want to talk to the doctor and anesthesiologist." How many papers my husband had to sign. So, anyway, it's, mental health is it comes, it goes, it gets better, it doesn't, we should talk about it. Is Even though it happened in 2012, I still am terrified of hospitals. I go there when I need to. I've had surgery since then, so it's not like the last time I had surgery. I mean, I've had dental, facial, macular, tooth extraction in a hospital. What was the other thing? I had my orthopedic surgery at a hospital. So it's not the end of the world. It's not crippling, but it's not like I tell you, anybody who works in a hospital, in my opinion, is a saint and an angel. I'm like, y'all, miracle workers, because I can't do it. I cannot do it. Mm-mm. Um, yeah, no joke. Yeah, and not only did I get sepsis, guys, which almost killed me, but I had C. diff, which is so. What is that? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You're just gonna have to Google it. It's not pretty. It's medical. You don't have to Google it. But I have an active colony for the rest of my life living in my microbiome of my gut, and that, in my opinion, is what's gonna kill me when I'm older. Because when your immunity gets compromised and you get too weak or things happen, that microcolony can bloom. And it just lives in you. It lives in you. I will always have it. You know. So it's like, yay! Thank you, hospital. So I don't think hospitals are great places if you need to save your life. Um, oh yeah, oh yeah, yes, D. it That was the only time I really wished to die. Like literally, like before that, I was like, oh, if I die, it's okay, I'm fine. But when I had C. diff, I thought I was dying. I'm like, I'm dead. This is it. This is all there is. And I was only 32. I'm 44 now. You know? So that's why my mental health has been bad because we've had to go to the hospital. We've been under a whole lot of stress. We've had to deal with financial stuff, car stuff, work stress. On top of this, we have a lot of stuff happening at the office. We're trying to work a lot of extra hours. So it's just been a rough week. And I'm like, do I talk about this on YouTube? I'm a bag channel, like, yes, I do. Because, that's why I didn't film anything, because I knew that if I filmed stuff this week, it would show up in my tone, delivery, my talking about stuff. So I actually got stuff in the mail this week that I didn't film, didn't share. Um, so anyway, it is whew, thank you for listening to me talk. I know we lost a few people during that story because this is not exactly the happy fun story time, but I also got everyone has C. diff. It's controlled by the other bacteria in your gut when it gets out of control. Thank you, D. Well, mine's can always be found. So I got this little bag in the mail this week. This is something I bought off Mercari. It's one of those free gifts with purchases that somebody got but didn't use and didn't like. But I thought, how cute is that? And I wanted it. So I got this. And it came with this. A little lipstick pouch. Pizza and Skims commercial interrupted the end of the story. Oh, that's probably why we lost some people, and I got a lipstick, but I wanted this little lipstick case. Oh, I need to tell you about Skims. Okay, so let me tell you about Skims. That's funny, if you eat pizza, you might need Skims. Well, remember last week or whatever day it was when I was talking to you about Kim Kardashian being the new one of the new spokespeople or whatever for, Marc Jacobs? I'm like, "I don't see Kim Kardashian carrying the tote bag." Well, I finally saw what she's actually in an advertisement what it is, a sparkly the tote bag is like a completely, um, decked out, sparkly, rhinestoney, I guess they're Swarovski crystals, I don't know, so, it's like, "Oh, okay. That's why Kim Kardashian is repping Marc Jacobs. She's repping Marc Jacobs, Crystal Edition." So I was just like, "That's okay, that makes sense now." So yeah, I got that in. I got a cute little ring in the mail that I ordered a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure I'll buy any more of this. I was just one of those, it looked so cute. Let me see. It's a cute little stacking ring. It's very tiny though. I mean, it's so thin. It's sterling silver gold plated with spinal stones, a black stone. I thought it'd be really cute to wear, but it's so very tiny, so that when I put this ring next to it, it doesn't really you can't even tell. But anyway, I got that in the mail this week, and I got Temu. I'm wearing a Temu shirt. I didn't even film my Temu haul. Do you know how rare that is? Like, I film all my Temu hauls. I did not. I was just like, I'm just gonna wear the shirt. This is a cute little dinosaur sweatshirt. And my sister's like, "Oh my god, Jackie, I want your sweatshirt. It's so cute." I'm like, "Jenny, oh sure, I'll buy one for you." And then I'm like, "Jenny, you do know this is polyester." She's like, "Oh no, never mind. I won't wear it." um Everybody else calls it. I'm on Ban Island, but I'm temporarily on a life raft with Wi-Fi, so we are gonna be buying a few things coming in the mail. I can tell you this, if y'all were around for when I wrote my wish list of 2024, I got the number one thing off my wish list. Nobody is more shocked than I am. Nobody. And thank you, Birkin Boy. He's not here right now, but when he watches the replay, it's his fault. I blame Craig completely. It's all his fault. He found it. He's very good. If you are looking for anything, you let him know. He will hunt that stuff down. He is really good at finding things. I'm like, and he's watched enough of my videos. He's watched, I think, all of my videos, and that he knows what I like. It's like, oh my goodness, how did you know? So I don't know when. I just bought it today, so I don't know when it's gonna get here. It has to fly over an ocean. Um, we will see. We will see. But I do actually, I know we've been here 28 minutes. I've already gone through the whole saga of life, and I'm sad and depressed, and um, I'm actually really happy right now today because we did have to leave work early. We had to go to the bank. I paid my mother back. Do you know how huge that is? With the money we took out of with the equity loan, I was able to pay my mother back. Huge, huge. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I don't care if I have to pay this loan for 20 years. I paid my mother back. It's nothing is worse than owing your family money. Nothing. So I'm so happy. I don't care if I have to pay for it forever. I don't care. As long as I don't have to pay my mother that forever. Oh, yes, beautiful steps. Birkin Boy is the enabler. He is so good. He should have just been doing personal shopping. That's all I have to say. And then we were able to pay back our friend who helped loan us money to pay for our water heater. But not owing my mother money. Oh my gosh. Oh, other family news that happened. Oh my goodness. One sister's engaged. Actually, I have two sisters that are engaged right now. The youngest one is engaged, and the eldest one is engaged. So the eldest sister, she's 60, she's engaged. The youngest sister, I think she's 30. She might just be 30. She's engaged, and she's getting married on the 27th of August, and I can't go. I'm like, really, girl? You didn't tell me this? I mean, they've been engaged for a while. They finally now have a date. I'm like, girl, I can't go that day. That very next week, the weekend, that Monday after that date, I have to be in Florida. I can't they're in Denmark. It's like, I can't do it. I can't fly up for 3 days. I mean, I sure you could, but I can't. But she gets it. She knew. Um, oh, no, no. I don't have it filmed. I do have one filmed, but the one I'm wearing is not filmed. So I have one I have filmed, one not filmed, but I'm doing another order. Do not worry. You'll see more Temu. But this is my Temu t-shirt, and I got another t-shirt, and then I ordered a sweater, a heavy winter zip cardigan. Oh, I'm not upset I'm missing her wedding. Listen, I mean, I missed my eldest sister. I missed her wedding the second time. I'll miss this third wedding. I'll miss her third wedding too. I don't enjoy weddings. I will send the gift. I will send the card. I will love the photos, but I don't enjoy weddings. I would much rather visit my family after the wedding because there's no time for the people getting married to see you. It's nice for the guests to talk to the other guests because that's your family, but in general, there's such a whirlwind of an event that it's just exhausting. Um, Miss Jelly, I'm scared to order from Temu. I'm always tempted by their stationery. So here's the thing. I've heard some weird stuff about Temu. I haven't had any issues with them. Um, but there's a lot of people who say a lot of things about Temu. I don't know. I have had no issues. The problem with the stationery is because of how they ship their stuff. It comes in a bag. It's not shipped very well. Anything I've ordered paper-wise has come kind of crinkled on the edges. Stickers are fine. Like, I bought these stickers, I'll show you. These stickers I bought from Temu. It's like a package of like 150 random heart stickers. And when I mail stuff out, I'll put these on the packages and I put these in my journal. Like, for stickers, I think Temu's awesome. Beads, things that won't break, or bend or chip. Anything I don't buy glass, I don't buy metal, like metal signs. I don't buy paper things. I don't buy most plastic. I mean, they're really good about the return policy, but I don't buy things to return them. I want the thing, you know? Well, the issue is it goes through customs. Yes, yes. Well, it does go through customs. Um, so customs opens everything, or they randomly select a bunch, they open it, and then it's just like shoved in there. There's no care. Yeah, I love Temu. Yeah, so but it's like for me, it's very specific items I get out of Temu. It's not a lot. Oh, but okay, I keep talking, but let me show you the bag I bought. So people who are here just for the unboxing don't have to wait an hour. Um you'll be so proud of me. Um I went to Coach and I didn't buy anything. And I'll explain. They had the Bandit and denim at the Coach store, and I showed my husband, and he goes, "I don't like it, Jackie." And you know what? I didn't either. And I've been wanting a Bandit shoulder bag forever. I have the Bandit body, but not the Bandit shoulder bag. And then I saw the Shine Star, and then I saw the Tabby, and I'm like, it's just not doing it for me. Because you know why? I carried this bag. This is a Coach bag from 2013. I love this bag. And when I'm in the store looking at new bags, I'm like, it's not better than what I got. It's not better than what I got. But I did go to the Dooney store. And let me show you. Oh, and Miss Dee Dee Bean, if you're still on here, I got you another sticker. They're kind of running out of stickers, but Dee Dee, I got you this one. Now I just have to remember to put them in your package. But so I've not been too impressed with Coach either. Well, the thing about Coach was I went to go see, and I did do a fit video, so I'll put a short up for it on the new denim collection, the black denim in the outlet. Because if you remember last, I don't know when, they had the boutique black denim, and then I don't know, 10 months later, they now do the outlet black denim. So original. And that's what's irritating me. This is, I bought the little key fob or the dangly fob because I think it's cool looking. 2 years in the making, guys. Well, I think it might have been 2 years. When this bag first came out, I think it first showed up spring of 2023. No, 2022, and I kind of hunted it. I hunted it for a long time. It's called the Crescent. Hey! Um, when James's mother is in the hospital, she's okay. Um, now she will be going to rehabilitation. We don't know how long. It's been rough, rough. So anyway, this is the, Crescent what do they call this? Crescent Hobo, because Dooney is very original, um, and it was for $129 on sale originally, $328, so $200 off the retail price. This is part of their winter sale. Um, and it's, beautiful. It has the same type of clasp if you've had a Henry's bag, kind of like the Henry has. Henry does it a little differently, but it's still kinda like you pull it down to put this little, um, piece in here, and the Florentine is a, um 24 gold plated, the Florentine is. So it's this little, and it's like, it's hard to close because I'm, you know, holding it the way I'm holding it. But I wanted this bag 2 years ago when I first saw it, and I wanted it in the natural, but it came in the navy, and I have a thing for navy. And I know it looks black, but it's navy with the red trim, like a red maroon trim. These bags are just fabulous. I've always wanted the Jackie Gucci bag, which is very similar to the style, but it doesn't have uh it's not the drop length on the shoulders not really that great. So I'm totally happy with that Crescent bag, and I was very proud of me that I walked out with just one bag, not 10, not 5. You know when you ever play that game, if you could, would you? If you could buy any bag you wanted, would you still buy it? And I was telling James, like, okay, there is this messenger bag from Louis Vuitton that's $2,200 that I really would like. It's a blue canvas in the men's collection. I think it's called the District Men's District Messenger or something like that. And it's $2,600. And I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it. You know, I can't afford it. Well, can I really afford it? Not really. Could I pay for it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Am I willing to put that much money in one bag? No. So, and I have in the past. So that's the thing. In the past, I have had a bag for $2,600 and I didn't keep it. So I said, we have to learn from our experiences, but everybody's experience is different. And that's why I have a hard time watching everybody's luxury lessons I have learned, because they're all different. They're all different for everybody. It's nice to hear, but it's not going to be, it's just like, it's why I tell people, you don't know if you like the bag till you get the bag. And a lot of these super high-end bags, you don't know till you get the bag, and you can't even check out the bag before you buy it. It's like, especially with Hermes, like, you can't even touch the bag until they offer it to you. Like, you've always wanted a Birkin because you've only seen one, you've never touched one, and then you get one, and you're like, "I just spent $8,000 for this bag I should love, and I hate it." You know, those videos exist. If you look on YouTube, they're out there. Um um, let's see, I have to ignore the emails for a few weeks. Dr. Light, I know the feeling. I just got some D&D stuff online. I have no impulse control. A bag and a sticker. Yes, I got a bag and a sticker. I still want a Heritage Speedy, watching the price go up and up. Heritage Speedies are going up and oh, well, yeah, they're like 20. Wait a minute, the Heritage Speedy, is that the one that you can customize? That's why it's called Heritage? I have gotten to the point where 4 digits is just too much for me. Jeanette says I can't sleep. Well, one of the things, somebody asked me to do the bag tag, and I think it was AKB Bags. Andrea asked me to do a bag tag. I'm not going to do it because it says heirloom bags, right? I don't have heirlooms. I mean, I have heirlooms. My whole house is full of heirlooms. I have antiques that are 200 years old because my family collected it and somehow I ended up with it, and I have no children, and I don't look at my bags as heirlooms. I actually will give away the majority of my collection before my death, because having gone through my grandparents' estates, my dad's estate, and watching my friends and family and their estates, I'm not waiting. If I have something and I'm not using it and I have a friend who wants it, I give it away. I don't keep it. If I love it, I keep it and I use it and then I move it on. I sell it or I donate it or I gift it. It's t if somebody shows interest in wanting something that's mine and they love it and they're a friend of mine, I just give it to them because I'm like, "Look, here, you can have it. You can enjoy it, and then when you use it, think of me." I mean, what better gift is that? Why wait until I'm no longer in life? Because everybody who's done that, their things went to estate sales, their things went to the Goodwill. Nobody kept it. Nobody, even the property. They're like, my grandparents are like, "We will pay off our property." Well, that's great. Your children sold it. Nobody lived there. You did all this work to take care of it. You did all this stuff to have this home and this structure and this building. Um, and then you you're gone and your kids, nobody wanted to live in it. So they sold it. And I've seen that too many times that I'm just like, nope, giving away, giving it away. You know, yep, yep, Lynn. You don't say. That's a good idea, Jackie. Yes, Swedish death cleaning. I did not know that had a term. I'm sure we'll see if the YouTube overlords hates my terminology in this video. Um, who knows? I never know what YouTube wants and says and cannot say. Um, if someone I love wants something of mine, they can have it. I love watching them enjoy it. Exactly, D. I get so much more joy out of watching somebody enjoy something I've given them. Yeah, estate sales make me sad, yet I still love going to them when I can. Like I love kitchen stuff and kitchen implements. Um, so yeah, I will Google that, Julie. That seems very interesting. Um, it's like I want to enjoy the things I have in life, but each phase of life is different. Um, like I was talking to my aunt, which is actually James's aunt, so it's my aunt by marriage. Um, I said, if worst comes to worst and something happens, because she's only living on Social Security, that's a very tight budget. I said, if worst comes to worst, you can always live with us. That's never a problem. You will never be homeless. And she says, well, I can't even think about moving. I can't afford to move. I said, if you get to the point where you can't afford rent, we're not worrying about moving your things. We are just worrying about moving you and making sure you're okay. I'm just letting you know you're never going to be homeless. So that's just the way it is. And I said, and your son. It's like, yeah, I'm Asian. The whole family can move in. Like we have 4 bedrooms. We'll make it work. You sleep in the living room. You know, it's like I can't tell you how many families. I mean, it's what you do. You know. Though to be honest, Jackie, I would not be offended if my family burned my stuff and gave good stuff to the. Yeah. Lynn, you mean we're gonna have a bonfire with your books? My heart can't take it. I'd rather donate all the books to Goodwill. I love collecting bags, but I'm on. Yeah, we all are on Ban Island because it's you can't keep sustaining it. You can't keep buying things. Um, I might hold you to that, Jackie. I connect with the item for the past owner item. I always make up stories about my pre-love stuff. That's why I love pre-love things. I wonder, I always think like, I wonder what this item has seen in life. Like things like when I went to a long time ago, Hey Solitaire, um, good for food for thought. I love the topic. Uh, Starlight Ban Island is sad but necessary place. Unfortunately, I'm always super careful. I don't root through their things in state sales and regular yard sales, and I feel like um, I might be watching. Well, I think my feelings about things is if they are watching, they're going to be happy if you enjoy it. I think some of the problem is um, people look at estate sales and yard sales as ways to flip items, which is there's nothing wrong with flipping, but I'd rather take things and rescue them and cherish them into my home, you know? Um, but anyway, beautiful stuff. Speak for yourself. I'm not on Ban Island, nor Lex, nor Craig. Craig is a little bit on Ban Island, just a little bit. He's on a watching spree, and then when his Ban Island will end, and then he will be on a buying spree from his watching spree. I'm always amazed that people would compliment me on taking good care of my dad's when he was still alive. I couldn't imagine not taking care of him. Right? It's like this. Okay, look, he's your father. You get one. If you're lucky, you might get two if you have stepdads or two dads or two moms or extra moms. I had a lot of family, like because my dad remarried. Well, my dad remarried. My mother was his third wife, so I have family from his second wife. So they're my half sisters, and I love his second wife. I think Elaine's awesome. I kind of wonder why she married my dad. My dad's kind of a jerk. And then my mother married my dad. And then there was us. So I had grandparents from my dad, my mother, and then my mother married her husband, Danish husband, who for 30 years. Can you get me a drink, James? Yeah. For 30 years. And I got his parents and his cousins. So I got all kinds of family. It was awesome. It's like I got a bunch of grandparents. It's like, this is awesome. You know, luckily we all kind of got along. Nobody was really resentful. And he had children in separate sets of his life. So we weren't in the same places, you know. Anyway, hey, James, beautiful step says hi. Linda says hi. I have a barrier up so Milo can't bug me. Hey, Frozen. Yes. I have an addiction. Shopping and Diet Coke. Spotted puppies. And spotted puppies. My poor Great Dane. He's okay. Since Grandma's been in the hospital since Tuesday, they are now home alone. Like, not without a person here. They are very needy. When we come home, and even last night, they glommed onto us. They're like, "We know you're not feeling well. We're also alone, not feeling well. We must cuddle." My generation is now the oldest living generation of my family. Oh, wow. D. Strawberry Fanta is my addiction. Ooh, I haven't had one of those in a long time. And a cream cheese Danish sounds amazing right now. Indubitably Denise. Indubitably Denise and I are going to go live on Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Time, I believe, if all things go well. We're going to be talking about our love of bags, and I can talk forever and never, never. So, yeah, I told her to stop me. Rael, whole Coke just for me. Oh, the separation anxiety. Oh my gosh, yes. Our Great Dane, he's Mr. like, you left the house. What do you mean you left the house? It's like, we have to leave the house so that you can spend your life napping on our sofa. And we are doing so much laundry right now, guys, because now that my mother-in-law's in the hospital, we're doing a whole refresh of her space. So we're cleaning all the bedding, really deep cleaning all the towels, and her housekeeper, because we have 2 housekeepers, will come and do her side of the house to get it nice and clean until she can get back after she's done her rehabilitation. Because I have every belief she will be back. She will have every motivation to leave the facility. She is a very independent person who does not like being told what to do. And if you've ever been in a rehab facility, that's exactly what happens in a rehab facility. They tell you what to do, when to eat, when to take your meds, when to do PT. Lots and lots. Oh, I had the most fun conversation today. I went to work, and in my office, my government compound I work in, there's a Starbucks branded coffee place, but not owned by Starbucks, but it's all Starbucks. Like, it's Starbucks coffee. It's like the same kind of cafe like that's in the Barnes and Nobles. It's not really a Starbucks, but it's Starbucks. So it's not operated by the company, but it's like licensed. I don't know how it works, but anyway. So we're in there, and I looked at their counter, and they're like, "Oh, jackfruit." I'm like, "Jackfruit as a snack?" I'm like, "Why do you have jackfruit? Have you tried jackfruit?" And he goes, it says like a cross between a mango and an apple. I'm like, "Y'all obviously have not tried mango if you think jackfruit tastes anything like a mango or an apple." So we were talking about jackfruit. Jackfruit is one of those superfoods that if you're a vegetarian, it's used as a meat substitute in texture. You can make it in a crock pot, and it makes some of the best like pulled pork, kind of with all the flavor and texture, not the flavor, but the texture. So they use it in a lot of vegan foods. But jackfruit itself has a very distinct flavor. My mother loves it. I hate it. It's from Southeast Asia. I never liked it. I mean, I'll eat it when I have to, but I never say, "Oh, I really want a piece of jackfruit." And I eat durian, guys. Durian is awesome. I don't love jackfruit. Jackfruit's not awesome. Um, you should live here. Locals have sweets for lunch. Nice. That's really big fruit at the store. Yes, the one that's like this big and it's all spiny. So what happens is when you crack it, it comes off in segments, and then inside is the actual jackfruit. And the jackfruit will cover a seed pod. So you take the seed pod out and then you're left with the fruit. And the fruit, my mom loves it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not. It's not. I mean, if you're a vegetarian, you're like, "Oh, this is awesome." If you actually like meat, you're like, "What are you feeding me?" And I work in Austin Land, Texas. It's like Texas as a state is red, but metropolitan areas tend to be purple. Well, like Austin is like blue. And when we're talking about oh, thank you, Lynn. Um, Thank you for the pizza money. Thank you so much. No, Austin is not evil, but there's a lot of vegetarian food up here because there's a lot of vegetarians. I love beans. When I talk beans, like refried beans, like in San Antonio, when I grew up in San Antonio, refried beans and cheese tacos were like the bomb. That was a taco everybody wanted was a bean and cheese taco because you know why? They cooked their refried beans in lard, in bacon fat, in good tasting stuff. So when you made your taco, it tasted really good. In Austin, vegetarian refried beans, the worst. Yeah, I love beans. I love and pinto beans are my favorite. I love pinto beans. I'll make a crock of beans and just have them over yeah, it's like come on, please give me. There's a reason why pigs are prized. We want the fat. You know? um the piece of Portland infesting our great state. Texas Tex-Mex. Hey, Miss Winnie LV. I miss you. Thank you for hanging out with us. You'll have to watch the replay. I went through the whole drama saga of my mental health, my short story. My mother-in-law's in the hospital. She's where she needs to be. She'll get better. It's just rough. It's been rough. I've been in YouTube land blues. Like I haven't been watching YouTube. Like I saw Meredith because how can you not watch Meredith? Because um she got what was it, a Birkin or a Kelly? I can't even remember what awesome bag she bought. Blue. It was this beautiful blue Birkin? I can't remember. Um anyway, Meredith bought this beautiful blue bag. And then I watched Lisa Luxury Life in the Middle open um a taupe, which is taupe, and somehow everybody says e-taupe. Like why is it, I know they're pronouncing it the French way, but it's taupe, taupe. It's a taupe. It's taupe Birkin. I don't get it. So anyway, she got a Birkin for her 3,000 subscribers, and so it's just been kind of fun. I did watch a couple of those, and I was able to watch Miss Dee Dee Beans. I'm watching her denim collection, and I think I watched Kanisha with her denim. She bought a lot of the LV denim remix, a lot. Jolie says, I got that vintage bag, but I haven't opened the box. Should film it. Yeah, yeah, you should film it. Um, hey, Angela G. Meredith about killed me with that color mania keep ball. Right, that keep ball. That's that pink. That pink. Oh my gosh, that pink. Whenever we kept saying quiet luxury, and then Luck Louis Vuitton puts out a Color Mania collection? You can't get louder than that in 2024. They were planning that during 2023. It takes a year for production to happen. Hermes calls the color a taupe. Like literally taupe with an E? I don't get it. Um, Cute little Birkin she got, but those tiny handles. Yeah, no, right, right. No. The pink is everything. Yes, that pink is everything. And oh my god, I would never use that bag. I actually had the opportunity to buy a Keep All 50 and normal monogram, and I was looking at myself like, I'm not gonna carry that. Like, I want to carry it. But the fantasy life, me who goes to Disneyland and goes to resorts wants to carry that. But honestly, I want my luggage to have wheels. So I would probably be more likely to get a Horizon or one of those like cool wheelie bags than a keep all that you have to sling over your shoulder. I have shoulder issues. I can just imagine putting things in a keep all 50 and then carrying it. I'm like, unless you have staff to carry it, and I do have a husband, but he can't carry everything, you know. Um I can fit in a keep all 50. Hey, does anybody actually have a keep all 50 watching me right now? Hey, we have 37 people hanging out with us. Hey everybody on the replay. So if you just got here, I had a bunch of mental health talk in the front of the video and I had a couple unboxings already. I have a new lipstick on. This is Winnie, Miss Winnie. You have to see this. This is the Estee Lauder um Year of the Dragon lipstick. It's a persimmon color, and, it's the color I'm wearing. It looks a little bit more orange, um, but it's not a super harsh red, so it's really cool. So I wanted something from Year of the Dragon, but I didn't necessarily wanna spend, $1,000 on a Coach Rogue, but I figured $36 on this beautiful lipstick that I can keep for a long time and wear and enjoy would be cool. Oh my gosh. I know, right? And, this is the box it comes in. Yeah, this is the Estee Lauder. They have special packaging for Estee Lauder does. I think Laura Mercier has one for one of their, powders. A lot of cosmetic companies do, Lunar New Year every year packaging. Um, hey, Dee. Oh, Dee, did you see my unboxing? I got you something. I bought I bought a bag, and look what I got. I didn't okay, they didn't send it to me. I went to the store, and it's for you. I just have to put it in your I have to remember to put it in your box. So let me show you the bag I bought. Round 2. This is called the Crescent Hobo Florentine leather in navy. I know it comes across as black, but it's actually a very deep navy with a a little like a red Bordeaux trim for the edge paint. And I bought this bag today. I'm temporarily off Ban Island, and then I will be back on Ban Island. It's just a temporary reprieve. Ban Island had a lifeboat and Wi-Fi. um, but I actually walked into um, okay, Winnie. I walked into the Coach store and I did do a short of their Coach Outlet Black Denim collection. If y'all remembered, a year ago they did the denim collection in the boutique. And then what, 10 months later, oh, look, we have a denim collection in black for the outlet. I'm so over Coach. I am so mad at Coach. I'm just gonna go with Coach from yesteryear because Coach currently I'm too cranky at them. I'm just too cranky at them. Like, why are you giving me collections 10 months apart that are identical and you're just putting one in boutique and one in outlet and they're like 2 or $300 apart in price. It's like I feel gypped. If I bought from the boutique and then you come out with the outlet, like the Wesselman collection, I already have had people on the Coach group selling their original Wesselman collection because the Wesselman Coach outlet came out, you know? They're just repeating themselves. Like Coach does it anyway, but I was telling James the problem I don't like about Coach is like they're trying to make the Tabby and the Rogue their permanent staple bags. Like everybody wants Rogue, everybody wants a Tabby. Well, no, I actually don't. I do love the Rogue, but I don't really want the Tabby. And I know you keep wanting me to because you keep reinventing it and putting out new designs in it, and you keep putting new leathers, new finishes, new colors, but you don't keep anything in there long enough that if I want to think about it, I can think about it. So by the time I'm ready to go buy it, it's already gone. It's like gone, or it's discontinued that color, or they redesigned it. Yeah. So the ruby, I think they discontinued the ruby, Jolie. I really do. Anytime they put their any regular boutique bag that goes on to half off, normally doesn't come back. I almost bought the denim Coach today, then decided not to. Which denim Coach? The black one? Not the black one. Some of the vintager ones. I like the Jennifer Lopez versions that came out like 10 years ago or something. Those are cool. I like the Rogue. Personally, I like the Rogue, but not the Rogue 25. I like the original Rogue or larger. But I don't carry a lot of stuff in the Rogue. I have a Rogue right here. I'll show you. This is my Beechwood Rogue with my not original straps that came from a different Rogue bag. So I like the Rogue, but it's slouchy. It doesn't hold structure. It's peppled. It's a boxy tote. It has 3 compartments. It's considered really heavy. Um You have to like a boxy tote. This is not for everybody. Mm. Yeah, if I get one thing, I drop one thing. It's the way it is, right? Like, I haven't even worked on any of my handicrafts. I have a bunch of stuff I was going to stitch and work on. Haven't done it. Between Denim Coach and Dooney Canvas, prefer the Dooney Canvas. Absolutely. Dooney Canvas, the whole 9 yards. It's way better. Wait, where's my Dooney? It's right here. I used this bag this week. This is Dooney Canvas in denim blue. So it's a cotton twill, which is what canvas is, a cotton twill. And this is really pretty. Most fabrics that are heathered is a poly cotton blend, but this is a cotton, just a cotton blend. Traditional canvas is cotton. It's just the weight of the weave. You're looking at the weight of the fabric. I'm a huge fan of textiles. I love textiles. I love part of the reason why I don't do much more with textile art is because the quality of our fabric now is pretty low. It's pretty low. And I remember when I go to thrift stores or when I go to estate sales, what I'm looking for is textiles, and I will look for linen, tablecloths, actual linen, not poly blend linen. You can feel the difference, and I don't care if it's stained or ripped. I'm gonna use it for something else. I'm just finding the material. My sister has bought some amazing silk curtains because people didn't want the silk curtains. Yeah, digging for linens. You can't go buy linen anymore. Like when I buy linen to do crafts with doing cross stitch, it's all imported. Um, yeah, the quality of many things is pretty low. We've accepted that cheaper is better because we're disposable. We don't I mean, I'm wearing a $10 sweater from Temu. I am I am right there with the problem, but the thing is I will keep this for a long time. I really will. I wear my stuff for years and years. So I don't have a problem with it, but there's a lot of people who wear things not for years. My sister was at the thrift store because she's been cleaning in her closet, and she went to the Goodwill and she found some great clothes. She was so happy because we both have shopping addictions. We both deal with stress with shopping. Her shopping is clothing. There's not a week in this lifetime that she has not bought some piece of clothing. Um, and so finally she's having to get rid of clothing, but she still wants, and her weight's changed, so she wants to go look for clothes, right? So she was at the Goodwill and she found some beautiful things, and then she went to a place called Texas Thrift. It's all donated. And she's like, Jackie, the prices. I'm like, what about the prices? Because they wanted $10 for a shirt. $10. I'm like, well, that's the problem because $10 is you can go buy a new shirt for $10 now. You don't have to go buy a used one. And Jen said, yeah, but I was in the Goodwill and all I could see was Shein and Old Navy. There was a lot of stuff from Shein. I'm like, Jen, that's because consignment stores don't take Shein or Old Navy. And she's like, oh. So she's like, "Oh, yeah." So, it's kind of like how I feel about our bags today. I feel like in 10 years, the bags you'll be finding at thrift stores will all be polyurethane because that's what they're making the most of. So that's what's gonna end up being donated, right? Just like I think at some point, the land of finding the $20 leather handbag pre-loved is gonna be dying out because there just won't be pre-loved leather bags, you know? Jolie says, "I'm getting ready to turn my hangers backwards and" oh, see, I can't do that. That's too much organization. The theory is awesome. The organization, not so much. Well, look at that. We have 43 people hanging out with us. If you haven't thumbed up the live, give it a thumbs up. Give me some love. I don't know. I'm down on my subscribers, but I used to film and have a video 7 days a week, and now I have 2 lives a week and 3 videos a week, and it definitely has shown my videos aren't getting out to as many people, which is okay. I mean, honestly, I'm happy y'all are here hanging out with me. Um, it still amazes me every week that I can come on here and have friends to talk to because, you know, home, work, grocery store. That is my life. So, and then online shopping. Believe me, if I had to depend on shopping in a store, I would have nothing to show you guys. I would have nothing. I would never go to a store. I posted an article, reposted an article on Facebook, and y'all would have thought my friends had stopped being my friends. I had written something so polarizing, and all it said was, "I hate self-checkout." And it was an article about self-checkout and and how the studies are showing that self-checkout isn't as successful as they thought 10 years later, and they maybe need to rethink this. And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, you do." Self-checkout is very convenient if you have a few things. How many people shop at Walmart for a few things? Not me. If I'm taking the trouble to go to Walmart, I am taking more than a handcart. It is going to be a basket. And I don't want to sit there with a space this big trying to fill up a scan bag and no, no bueno. Anyway, D says, I'm going through my bags. I wear it and leave it out of the dust bag and then reminds myself to use another one. Yes. Um, Oops, did I miss somebody Hey, Carol. Um, Views are down seems to be a trend. I think it just might be the January blues, and then, I mean, really look at the content we're getting. It's like 2024 trends, and everybody's saying, "I'm not buying anything. We're all on Ban Island," and yeah, that happens every January. But honestly, because there's an overindulgence at Christmas time, and then now people are getting back into we're getting out of cookie and feast mode back into, okay, sensibleness. I despise my self-checkout there where my discounts I despise self-checkout where okay, yeah. Yeah, where's my discount? Where's my salary? Got it. Angela, I hate self-checkout all at Walmart. That's what I'm talking about. It's at Walmart. It's at the big box stores that have the self-checkouts. I need a self-checkout at the Walgreens and the CVS. They don't have those there, you know, but they do at the big box store. Like, who's just running in for one milk and one, you know, aspirin? You're not. You're going in there to get groceries, food. Walmart sells you food, toys, electronics, and tires. Yeah, but they give you a little teeny tiny self-checkout kiosk? Like, yeah, no, this is not working. Um, but my engagement is up. Hey, that's awesome, Chris. Hi, Chris. When did you come in? Because I gain a follower, I lose 6. I don't even look at the numbers of I do. I don't know how people subscribe and then unsubscribe. Like, how am I losing followers and then finding followers? So I just stopped trying to think about it. Um, so I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up either. Um, yeah, I don't like self-checkout. Chris, I lost one today and then I got it back and then I lost it again today. I heard self-checkouts are going away in some source. Yeah, because people they don't actually work. Um, you do DDB and you have a self-checkout at the CVS. We don't have one we still have people. Um, oh, I've been there, been listening a while. Oh, okay. Hey, laundering. Yeah, I am. Oh my gosh. It's weird to be here without her here. It's weird to be in this house because when she's home, it's quiet when she's sleeping, but then I can hear her sleeping. And if she's not sleeping, she's awake and the television's on all the time. So I'm used to constantly what's she doing, what's happening. And then now it's like, oh, my house is so quiet. I will tell you one thing. The first thing we did was we turned the heater off because she would have our house at 80 for her comfort. For our comfort, we would like it anything under 68. So um lots of people getting accused of theft. Lawyers say not to use them. Oh, really? I did not know that, Rael. D says the self-checkout kiosks at Walmart are huge for grocery shopping. Now I buy my groceries at Publix. And the thing is, it's like when it comes to the self-checkout, again on my Facebook, you would have thought I caused a riot with all the people saying, "Oh, I love self-checkout." I'm like, that's okay. I'm just telling you I hate it. The SEQ or SEO people trying to sell you services and subscribe Oh, that makes so much sense, DD Bean, because I delete those people on a daily basis. You're right. They're subbing and then unsubbing when you say no thank you. That is really good food for thought. Rael, I thought maybe it was that um Public's way too many dollars. Uh Soulfire, I tried not to use self-checkout. We need more jobs availability. Yeah, I actually like talking to the lady at the checkout or gentleman, and I like actually organizing my groceries on the conveyor belt so that when they get to her, they get bagged in a certain way. Like I put things in order. I'm not OCD, but I, as a person who used to work at a register is in bagging. I didn't actually bag groceries, but I worked at a register. How you bag things is important. So I like to put things on my conveyor belt in a way that makes sense for the bagger. You know, That's not too bad here. Winn-Dixie is more expensive. Chat, Chris, I got a handwritten apology from a store for accusing me of stealing because I threatened to sue after they tried to embarrass me in front of the store. Whoa, that is some nerve for that store. I don't see a discount. Why do their job? um, Me too. Paper goods together, food together, bathroom together. Yeah. And frozen things, heavier things, I leave, like, the sodas in 12 packs, I leave at the very end because those go underneath the cart. It's just the way it is, right? I just have Wally World Plus, they have it delivered now. That is awesome. Food delivery is, like, the most wonderful luxury of all luxuries because it's saving you time. There's nothing more lovely than that. I have a little Watson staring at me. No, Watson. I have him he can't come over here because I have him barricaded out there, and he's looking at me like, "Oh, like, you need to give me food." Like, "No, you already had dinner and snacks." But, we've noticed that since his grandma's been gone since Tuesday and it's Friday, he's lost some weight. He's missing his snack time with grandma. He's definitely missing it. Um, I hate when hot food gets mixed with cold food in my bags. That is an issue. I can't bear to go there unless it's almost an hour away due to how bad the ones by me are. Really? I haven't been in a Walmart in 3 years. I actually do not enjoy Walmart. We have a Walmart. We have a Poco Loco, which is a grocery store, small Mexican grocery store, and then we have a um HEB, which is the HEB is like the food store of Texas, and but it gets so much traffic that I go to the Poco Loco. I love the Mexican market, love it. It is my favorite place. Like I told my husband, like I might never go back to HEB. Well, D, at least you can stop by the garden center to get your bird seed, and you don't have to actually go into the main store. Way, Carol, that's the way to do it. So we do curbside, so for his mom, so we'll get curbside, and then for ourselves, we'll try to get curbside, but if we have to run in, we'll run in. But I'll just go into the Poco Loco and grab groceries. Beautiful Steps here, grocery delivery is normal. Every supermarket has have it. I still prefer to choose my things, especially fruit, veg, and meat. Right? Um, Starlight, let's be honest, Jackie, the best food place is the wings place. I beg you to take me every time I visit. It's Load Off Fanny's, and yes, it is the best wing place. And you and Ken, my other friend Ken Hoppy, he comes, we go there. And it's so funny. When his wife came, they were on separate trips. So she came and she says, "Okay, my husband told me we have to go try these wings." And then we get there. And then she gets the boneless wings. And I look at her. Those are not wings. That's breast meat. Those are called chicken nuggets. It won't taste the same. So she's like, "Oh, these are fine. It's great." Like, it's not the same thing. uh, what did I miss? Uh, Frozen luxury. The Walmart here in the city is so bad. It has police station. What? Oh, well, I love Trader Joe's. Hey, y'all, Mr. Watson has to say hi now. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I can't get over there, so I'm just gonna be super cute." Yeah. Um, yeah, I love Trader Joe's. Saya, if you've never tried their frozen fried rice, it's actually really good. Coming as an Asian person, I am very picky about my rice, and I like their fried rice. And I also like their Indian food. Mm. I would pay extra if they sold online. Are they still right? They're right. Oh, wait a minute. What I miss? Starlight. Let me see. What's begin with? Oh yeah, yeah. Lynn, yes. Little Off Fanny's is still there. I was just there like a couple weeks ago. They're still in business. They're doing very well. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had a Trader Joe's too. I had the a Trader Joe's is like over an hour away from me, and it's like the busiest place on the weekend. It makes Costco look like not busy. That's how busy the Trader Joe's is. It's like you're fighting for groceries. Mr. Watson does feel left out. The carbonation, guys, is making me burp here. Hey, Maria. Hi, I've been rewatching. Huh, sorry. I'm all right. Oh, yeah. Be on the rewatch crew. We have those too. I started late today. Normally I start earlier. But life happened. Um, Trader Joe's. Dee says I don't have a Trader Joe's near me. I would love to try it out. What Trader Joe's is really good for is their own branded foods, like their own made foods. It's really good stuff. Frozen Luxury says, I love from my I love from my loft to a different loft, and now I'm above a food hall, so I've been running downstairs in my PJs and frozen fried rice. Oh my god. Coming as a Hawaiian, I approve, right? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Running down in your PJs. I heard Trader Joe's and Aldi's are the same company. Well, if they are the same company, I don't know, but the Aldi is different than a Trader Joe's. It seems like Aldi is more like big case lots that they bring in, and Trader Joe's has more of their own branded items, which is what makes them so unique, right? So why go to Trader Joe's? Well, you're going there for their pre-made food. So if you're like the majority of people who don't cook, it's a great place. Now, if you actually cook and want like ingredients to cook with, maybe not your favorite place. But if you just want to run in there and get some pre-made, frozen vegetarian food or frozen Indian food or all the other things they have and throw it in the microwave like I do sometimes, it's great. Like if you actually want to make your own fried rice, probably cheaper to go somewhere else. You know, I actually really like it Aldi's. My husband hates Aldi's because it's always a crapshoot. You go in there, you're like, well, what do they have this week? Because you don't know, until you go in there. And it's like, and if you cook, it's like I never go with a list. People like, you have to have a list. Stick to the list. I go with what's in season, what looks freshest. Like if I go in there and for some reason the berries just don't look that great, I don't buy them. I don't care if it was on my list. I don't buy them. Um, So you're like, damn it, someone posted on X the Heathcliff cartoon, and now I got the theme running through my head. I like Aldi, but it's like not as good in my opinion. No, it's not as good. It's great for if you have a family and you like, I think it's a smaller, large box food type store. So it's like they're case lots, but in smaller quantities than Costco. And with Costco, you have to do a membership. Oh, guess what they're doing with Costco now? We live in Texas, which is a pilot. They're doing a pilot here in Texas that Costco is now going to have scanning for your Costco card, scanning when you walk in. And it used to be that if you went with a friend, that you could just split your purchases, use your friend's card, and you pay. Now they're like, no, only the member can pay. So you can't take your friend. It's like they're cracking down on people sharing their membership. I'm almost like, okay. I mean, I guess. Um, I'm not an Aldi's fan. Um, Beautiful Steps. Isn't it normal for the U.S. to have every supermarket to have their own frozen pre-made food? Yes, they do. But Trader Joe's has really good selection of pre-made, ready-to-eat food. A lot of the pre-made food we have, like, at our local Walmart, is great. I think it's called Great Value is their brand. They have some things, but it's like Great Value peas or Great Value green beans. It's not really like Great Value casserole, and like Trader Joe's has Great Value fried rice or so it's just they're just really known for their pre-made food. You know, Aldi's is okay for salad, fruits, and snacks. Um, I can do all the shopping there. I can't do all yeah, it's really you can't buy everything you need there. And I don't really have time to run around for food. And I really just like I always just like buying ingredients to make something with because I can always make something else with it if I don't make it for a lot of times I'll buy food for a dish I'm gonna cook, and sometimes I don't make that dish. So then I use that for something else. Or I can use that exact same set of ingredients for a different meal, like a different entire meal. I'm a huge fan of Costco. Their products are great. I agree Maria loves Louise loves luxury. Costco is pretty amazing. Compared to Sam's Club, I'm a Costco girl. Um, mhm. So yeah, it's been a very eventful week, and tomorrow I'll be at the office, and then I'm working, and then on Sunday I may or not we may just be home on Sunday. I was gonna go into the office, but I think we're gonna be enough ahead that we can take a day, and then next week is up and running again. It's gonna be busy, and hopefully we'll get our car back. I don't know. I'm not here. Oh no, here pre-made frozen food is a world of choices everywhere. Yeah. I don't know if we have like a whole ton of choices. Honestly, we have a few choices. I don't really live in the frozen food section cuz we have a lot of individual like TV dinners, like little individual portion dinners, but like um I think what Trader Joe's is really good at is there's foods that is good for more than one person. They're not individually portioned out. It's like for 4 servings. First time catching a live, but wanted to say I've enjoyed your videos, content, and oh, thank you, Scott. That's awesome. Yeah, I share a lot. I share too much, but it's life, and I feel like if it's happening to me, it's happening to somebody else. And like not everybody is always happy, joy, cheerful. Um, like one of our other YouTuber friends, Rakita's Closet, she hasn't been putting out films right now because she's sad. She lost her best friend, which is her dog of 12 years, and that's hard to bounce back from. And it's hard to make a happy, fun video when you're missing your best buddy. I know that. So, so I just like to come on here and just share about the all the things. Like today was paying off my debt to my mother. Oh my god, so happy. It's just one of those things I don't want to ever have a debt to a family member. It's just the worst. I'd rather owe the bank and I'll pay them interest. Uh, Maria Louise loves luxury. Once I discovered there's these lives, I'm now hooked. I know, right? Okay, so lives are more fun for me. Like I have videos and I love my videos, but oh my gosh, lives are so much fun because it's my time to talk to you guys. You are talking to me and I'm talking to you and we're responding in real time, and that's fun. Like where else am I going to get 42 people listening and hanging out with me ever? You know, and Doobly Sydney says, "Thank you for sharing, and I look forward to Sunday's life." Yay! Yeah, because it's like I'm just sharing with you what's happening in my life, and I love bags, and I don't have any friends that love bags with me other than y'all because all my real life friends they like other things. Like my twin sister, she's a clothes person. I could care less about clothes. I don't care. She loves clothes, and I'm like, okay, that's nice, that's lovely. Like it's just clothes. I ruin clothes. I spill things on clothes. My body shape isn't conducive to fashion. Or the fashion designers don't make clothes for me. Um, so for me, it's like, a shirt's a shirt. I don't really see the fun, but actually watching a lot of our other YouTube friends doing try-ons like Cassie and Lisa from Luxury Left and Middle, and even Meredith and Dale, seeing the cool clothes they find in Amelia's closet, that's kind of fun. I really like it when they go shopping and try on clothes, these designer like $3,000 jackets that I'll never buy because they don't make them for me. They don't make them in my size. They literally do not make them for me. Because that's more than More than I can serve here, usually it's on desserts, haha. Meals, everyone chooses what they want to eat, yes. Rael says, best wishes in the interview. Oh, Chris, wait, Chris, you're getting an interview? I have a big interview next week, hopefully. Yes. Yes, I hope you that's awesome, Chris. We will be praying for you for success and crossing the fingers and everything, you know? Um, yeah, interviewing's stressful, you know? I've never enjoyed interviewing process. I don't think anybody does. I don't like even being the person interviewing because you know they're stressed. You know everybody I wanna give everybody the job and but not everybody can I always tell people when they're interviewing, you can be the best person at your field. You can be the best credentials, the most experience. That does not mean you fit the team. Interviewing is about finding someone who can fit the team. They've already seen your resume, they already know you can do the job, or they can teach you the job, or you're teachable. What they're looking for is do you fit their team? And you just have to be you. They don't make luxury clothes in my wallet size. Isn't that the truth? There's this lady I follow on Facebook. She's so cute. She's like 90. She's Korean, and her daughter, who's half Korean, films her. She's so cute. She has this our entire wardrobe, her whole life has been luxury, and she's wearing, "Oh, I bought this Chanel jacket, it's, like, 40 years old," and because she's 90. She literally bought that jacket 40 years ago. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, woman." And she's like, "You are my" like, you she's amazing. She's amazing. I love watching her. She's this cute little Asian Korean lady who's tiny. I don't think she's even 100 pounds, and she's just like, "Oh, I bought this forever, and this is Karl Lagerfeld. Remember we bought this? We bought this in Paris, like, oh, 50 years." It's like, I love that. I love that her daughter's filming that because in some years when mom's no longer with us, she can go back and watch all those films. I think that's brilliant. Um, Luxacial, yes, Chris, many great vibes. Um, I don't miss. I don't mind interviews, but it was hell getting to this point. Yes, Scott J. I think one of the reasons I enjoy your content is that you share what you enjoy with bag styles, etc., not what the masses are buying and what's hot at the moment. Right? That's like totally true because and that's part of why I started my channel, Scott. It was because I didn't see people talking about things I liked. I was like, I love what they're buying, but I'm never gonna buy a Birkin. I'm a state employee. If I bought a Birkin, it's a Firkin. It's like it ain't real. It's like there's no way in this lifetime I could buy an $8,000 and that's if you buy it at the boutique and like the one the like the genericer ones, I guess. If there is such a thing as generic Birkins, that's more than my car. My car is only $7,000. So, and I'm putting $4,000 in it to put a new engine, but, the value of my car, so it's like when I'm looking so I can't relate. I mean, I love them, I love it. I love it when people show me theirs, but I also like the bags I like, which are like my $130 Dooney. I love this bag, and I love this bag because I mean, I love Dooney. Dooney has my heart, guys. It really does. The quality is amazing. It's still beautiful quality. It's not like when you buy Coach, you're like, well, it's not like Coach used to be. You don't say that about Dooney. Dooney's still awesome. Like it might not be the same as the all weather leather from when Dooney first started, but nobody says um the evolution is just like, well, it's different now, but it's not that it's worse or the older stuff was better. It's like it's still great quality. Where with Coach, you go back to Coach, you're like, oh, it was better then, you know. Oh, I'll show the bag. Hey Jennifer, I sent Rich Lux a freaking. He's funny. Is Rich still in Houston? He bounces around a lot. I haven't watched him in a long time. His drama was too much drama. Um, Maria loves that bag. I know, right? $129 at the Coach or not Coach. Dooney outlet is part of the Dooney winter sale, and this is the Florentine leather, which is vegetable tanned leather. and the hardware on this is 24 gold. Well, I don't know if it's 24 gold plated, but it's gold plated. And they can only say that for I know for the Florentine collection, not all of it's gold plated, but yeah, this is navy. It's navy with a beautiful red trim. It looks a lot. It's called the Crescent Hobo, and they've had this bag style out for off and on for years. Like so, Dooney will come out with a bag, retire it, come out with it again, maybe tweak it a little bit, but it's essentially the same bag and they'll call it the same thing. They'll call it the Crescent Hobo. Um, and this is like I like this one because it reminds me of the Jackie Gucci bag. Since my name's Jackie, I always wanted a Gucci bag. I was named after Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. So for me, it's like, oh, I want a Gucci Jackie bag. But them prices, them prices are high, even vintage. So what do you be? Um, The orange one. Yes, it is navy, Jennifer. The navy comes across as black on my screen, but it truly is navy. If you put it against black, you will see the navy. It's just a very deep, rich navy. Maria, you've never tried a Dooney? Oh, you probably don't. It's an American brand, and they're based out of Connecticut. It's a small American brand, and it's still privately owned. And that's the thing I liked about Dooney is because it's still owned by a company. I think when I say small company, it's like a $30 million company versus like bazillion dollars. They do a lot of outlets through department stores. It used to be they have their I know Dillard sells them. Some of the I think you can still get them in like TJ Maxx and Marshall sometime. You can find them there, but there aren't actually Dooney boutique stores. There's just Dooney outlet stores, and the outlet stores are the actual boutique items, just their colors. Their seasonal colors will get clearanced out, or if something is marks or scratches or returns, things like that. They'll tell you, but nothing is made for outlet. That's what I love about Dooney. You don't have to worry about is it's not made to be a lesser line, an up line, and a down line. It's just the line. This is what we make. This is what you buy. We don't have scales. You know, it's really frustrating for me to go. Oh, there is actually a new Denny's store that opened here in Connecticut, and well, probably because it is in Connecticut, Scott. That's cool. I would love to go see that someday. I've been to the Dooney outlet in Vegas. The store smells like rich leather. Yes, and that's why I tell people if you walk into a Dooney outlet store, any Dooney store, you will smell leather. You cannot say that about walking into a Coach store at all. You know, you can smell that this actually is leather when you walk into Dooney. You don't have to wonder or guess, like, "Is this plastic coated?" I had a dream that Coach got rid of their outlet. I hope Coach rebrands their outlet. I think it's frustrating to have everything say Coach, um, but you have an upline and a downline. I think their outlet is very profitable for them. I don't think it is, um, gonna go anywhere. I having lived next to a Coach outlet for a long time, that store is very busy. The stores that normally have a queue out the door for holidays and big events is Coach and Tory Burch. You can walk right into Gucci. You can't walk right into Tory Burch. There's a line. Mhm. At the outlet. Oh, Bry's here. I didn't see Bry. Oh, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I just love their quality. I mean, but I'm a huge fan of American brands. So I'm just gonna spoiler alert. This is what 1 hour and 34 minutes and 15 seconds for the replay crew. It might be on a different time scale. But the I had a wish list for 2024. So on my wish list, I have 3 bags, and I'll start with 3 and I'll go up to 1. So my third item on my top 3 bags for 2024 for me is Hermes Bullied, the Row India bag. I really like the India bag. The Ralph Lauren Ricky. Now, in those 3, I have one coming in the mail for 2024. Used, not new, and not four figures. So it's not a elite, guys. I can tell you that right now. Hermes and I, Hermes is a dream bag. I don't think I'll ever buy one, but if I ever had the opportunity to, I might. But one of my top 3 bags is coming in the mail eventually, is flying over an ocean. So, um, we'll see. I'm hoping I'm telling you, Burger Boy Craig, he did it. It was his fault. He found it for me. And I would never have found this bag. I never would have bought this bag. I never would have picked this color. I was like, "Really? This is the one I'm buying?" I didn't even show my husband. I'm like, "You can't tell me no, and you can't tell me you hate it, and if you don't like it, I don't care." Yeah, I'm very excited because, it's one of the things. Oh, Frozen Luxury says outlets here are right across the street from the Mall of America, so it's easy to pop into them. Oh, yeah, cool. Um, there are only 2 Dooney outlets in Florida, and they are too far from me. Yeah, so so out of my 3 brands that I'm looking at, that Ralph Lauren, The Row, and Hermes. So I was looking at I keep telling everybody I love American brands or American designers, yet my most expensive bags in my collection are French or Spanish because it's either gonna be Ferragamo, and even if my Ferragamos aren't my most expensive bags, it's actually my Louis Vuitton bags, and I only have 3 or 4 of them, and they're vintage. Like they were, I think the ones I $1,000 and under, right? Um, but they're still my most expensive bags. And then I didn't realize that there was this American high-end labeling because I shop at Macy's and Dillard's. Like, I don't know what a Ralph Lauren purple or black label is. Like, what are you talking about? I know what Ralph Lauren is. There's labels. Like, there's different colors. Frozen Luxury, I had a Ricky and loved it. I sold it and wished I still had. Oh, Frozen Luxury. Oh, that's so sad. Why did you sell it? I mean, we all sell things, but Aaron says, I love my Belmar Janie that I just got an ostrich large Barlow coming, and I picked up a black Hattie recently. Oh, I like the Hattie and the Barlow and the Janie. And I have a Janie, a Barlow. I don't have a Hattie. I did see a Hattie today, and I almost got one. So I like, yeah, when there's layers to our Ralph Lauren. I had no clue. I mean, Craig Burkenboy, he's been telling me, I think other people have been telling me, but I'm like, what the heck is a purple? What I found out was the purple label is in their boutiques, right? And then their black label is their special collections, like ostrich or exotics or whatever. And then the stuff that we find in Macy's, TJ Maxx, or whatever, the green label is just their normal Ralph Lauren label. So there's tiers to Ralph Lauren. So did I know? I didn't know. It's like, really? So it's kind of neat. It's neat to learn. It's neat to now that I know about it. Like, and I was telling James, it's like I need to put my money where my mouth is. I can't just keep, and like the Row is an American company. Like the designs, I'm not sure how the designs work in the Row. Like I know the Row is their own like thing, but their team of designers, I'm assuming it's an American company, but man, their bags are pricey. I actually saw the Row bag. I didn't have the money to buy it at the time. It came through Vestiaire Collective, or was it the Real Real? It was like $300. I wish it was in this most beautiful blue color. It was the most beautiful blue hobo bag for $300. It's like a $3,000 bag. I don't know who consigned that. They lost money. um, Winnie B says, if you ever go online and see a shirt for $75 and then some shoes for 2000, exactly. Ralph Lauren. It's like I was so confused with Ralph Lauren. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I'll send stuff to Birkenboy and I'll say, hey, why is this so much cheaper? Like, what am I missing? Like, this bag is either 2 grand. Why is it $500? And he'll explain. It's like, thank you. Because I'm like, what am I missing? Like, so there's this one bag I really wanted to get, and it was like $200 or $300. It was $300. It was a canvas Ricky. So it was the Ricky style in the canvas because I love textiles, right? So it has like a leather top and handle, but the body, the boxy bottom is canvas. And he says, "Oh, they don't hold their shape. They completely puddle because it's canvas. They show a picture of it standing up, but it's not self-standing." And he says, "And do not pay more than $200 for that bag." And I'm like, "Oh, but it's $300." He's like, "Yeah, don't buy it." I'm like, "Thank you, my friend. Thank you." um, Even Dooney has some of their specialty brands like Henry's and Encore. Yes, they do. I have 3 Henry bags. Uh, but after having the Henry bags, I'll be very blunt and honest with y'all. I don't think the Henry bags, the texture and the feel of them, they're slightly thicker than their other leather bags, but not for the price point. I don't it's the details are minor, and I honestly think that, yes, they have beautiful leather, but they have those straps that are canvas, not removable. And I think some of their regular Dooney bags are better, are literally better. And I have 3 of the Henry's bags. I love them, but I don't think they are as if you hold them side by side, um, I would probably pick the Florentine. The Florentine collection gets softer with age. It looks really pretty with age. It gets a glossy, great texture to it. The Henry's bags, they're newish still, so they haven't aged yet, but I just don't like the way I would still go with the Florentine. Um, Sometimes if you find a good piece at the outlet, it's rare, you gotta scoop it up. Yeah, now that I know what to look for, Miss Winnie B, I'm gonna be like, let me go to the Ralph Lauren. I always used to buy just home stuff. Like I had pillows, pillowcases. My dad had their clothes. My sister's husband wears Ralph Lauren clothes. I bought baby gifts at Ralph Lauren, like baby cute onesies, and I was that auntie, Um, but I didn't know that there was like a purple and a black label. I'm like, what are you talking about? I even have Ralph Lauren perfume, True Romance. I think it's called True Romance or Romance. Really beautiful. I haven't tried their new Intense Romance or whatever it's called, but the original Romance is really beautiful. It's a light floral, beautiful perfume. That lipstick color looks gorgeous on you, by the way. Thank you. Reds like my Asian skin tone. It's just what it is, and I'm new to reds. I always used to wear pink. This is all very new to me. Wearing and I know I realized that filming that when I wore colors I normally wore in day or in life didn't look great on camera. I was like, "Oh, well maybe I should try a different color." um I plan to visit Caleb this spring before we leave. Aw. Ricky shopping. Do they actually have a Ralph Lauren? I've never been into like a Ralph Lauren boutique. We have a Ralph Lauren outlet here, but I've never been into like I guess a boutique. I don't know if they're different. Didn't even know they had those, to be honest. Um, Interesting. Thanks for the insight on that. That you're getting a work bag or a sneaker. Love their Florentine. Thought about getting a work bag or sneakers. Well, the Florentine. Okay, so I have so many Dooney bags. Um, hmm. I still would go with the Florentine. It just I love their leather. I'm biased. I'm I have the pebbled, I've had their Wexford leather, um I pretty much have had almost every finished leather, the beacon leather, are recent history. One of the leathers I really love that they don't make anymore is the Toscana leather from Dooney, and my favorite collection Dooney has ever made is the Toscata. Tsuda line. It's their woven leather bags, and they don't make them anymore, and if you can find them, they're like $400 or $500, but they're gorgeous, you know? Um, I got my grandma daughter a skirt for like $40, and it had been $195. Yes. If you can find RL expensive label at Neem. Oh, see, but then I don't shop at Neiman's. They don't have a Neiman's. I don't shop at Neiman's and Nordstrom's. And if I do a Nordstrom's, it's Nordy's Rack or it's off Saks or it's the last call. Like I don't go to actual department. Going to a store where they have multiples of the same thing to me is still mind boggling. I'll go there. I'm like, they have 5 of the same exact shirt. This is so weird because I go to places that have one-offs, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. It's like, "Oh, this is one great shirt. This is a great shirt." And then when I go to places that actually have, because I'm plus size, like a 30X, and so Neiman Marcus and those stores don't cater to me, my size. We don't live there, so I don't go there. Um, yes, close to Caleb, they have an RL store and a restaurant. That's so cool. I bought Bill a soft leather jacket RL for 20 years ago, and it was marked down. Whoa, that was an expensive jacket 20 years ago. And there still is it, but it's still he still has that, right? For as much you're working at Nordstrom's made me cry. My sister worked at Nordstrom's too. She actually worked in their Encore, which is their Women's Plus collection. She outsold everybody, and those other sales associates hated her because they're like, "How is she selling everything? She's not even cute." Because my sister and she's overweight. We're both overweight, and my sister's like, "Because they're not here to see what you're wearing. They're here to buy something for them to wear, and you have to listen to what they want, not what you think they should buy because you want the commission." Um, Jennifer could sell anything. She's really good at sales. Um, sorry, meant work bag or sneakers from Henry's line. Don't get the shoes. And I'm going to tell you why. Dooney is beautiful. Dooney is awesome. Love them. They are not a shoe company. They have shoes, but they make bags. Just saying. All the designer shoes I have that came from a company that had bags that didn't really want to start off with shoes, not the best. Not the best. People that started off with shoes that made bags, way better. Like, this is why I love Ferragamo. Shoes first and then bags. This is also why, like, I think Bag Maggie Brewery, like I'm saying it wrong, if they're Italian. Shoes, Bally's, shoes, Jimmy Shoe, shoes, what's the other? Manolo's, shoes. Shoes and then bags, right? Not bags and then shoes, because good leather, not the best shoes. um, I've had a few Florentine and all weather leather. Also, given Florentine and recipients absolutely love that leather. Haven't tried Henry's line yet. I have some. I think I filmed my Henry's collection somewhere in my lineup of videos, but if not, I'll be showing it soon. I'm a little behind on my filming for my complete collection because I was on a roll and then life happened. We'll get back there. We'll get back there. Um, he still has it. Yes, Winnie B. I felt fancy when I got the wooden hanger. Yeah, wooden hangers are. I actually love wooden hangers. We used to have a Laura Ashley, and when they left, um, they pulled out of Texas, I think, we were able to buy their 50 cents a hanger for those wooden hangers. We bought a lot of hangers. Um, I was the it I was the Cree boutique manager and the stress was crazy. I've told Winnie the story of me crying in the back of my mom's. Oh, that's so sad, Frozen Archery. And you're selling Creed is perfumery, right? That's what I know of as Creed. I don't know if they sell other that much stress, but they do have a tiered system. I mean, seriously. And if you don't make your quotas, I mean, this is my sister was a worker there 20 years ago, and it's cutthroat, cutthroat. Um, um, y'all, I got the hanger. Miss Jelly, Winnie B. I felt so fancy. I was like, I can keep it. I feel that way when when everybody shows they're ready to wear designer wear from Chanel or Dior, and they always talk about the dust bag or the garment bag it comes in. Like, I just want the garment bag. I can't afford the $4,000 jacket you bought, but can I just buy the garment bag because I want to put that on my clothes? Saya crying in a fancy car. Just will not do. Another crisp cleaner hanger is when he can't cry in a can. I am I had a I had a hard time in sales because I was I liked selling things, but I was not a very good pusher of things. I was very good at selling you things. I sold jewelry and watches. I love jewelry and watches. It was the first job I ever had. But I didn't want to push people into buying things. And you can tell when people are like, "Oh, I love it. I want to buy this," or like, "Oh, I really can't afford it, but I still love it." I was not yeah. And I know the markups. So it was really hard for me sometimes. Like I couldn't work in sales today. I'd probably just crumple and die. Crumple and die. It's like, especially in jewelry. Um, I'm sure it is. I tried to change the closet to those velvet thin hangers. Bill hates them. Ah, the clothes don't. Yeah, but that's exactly why we love them, Winnie. Those flocked, how if they're called flocked hangers, and the thin ones. I bought my whole closet changed to those. They're awesome. My clothing does not fall to the floor, and I'm sure if Bill's like, I just want to pull off my t-shirt. It's like, no, no, you're not supposed to do that. um, Miss Jelly Syed crying in a Maybach is sin. I don't know what a Maybach is, by the way. I know it's a car, but that's it. Velvet hangers are a game changer, right? Game changer. The thin ones. I've broken a few, let's be honest, but I wear a lot of polyester dresses from Timu, so they kind of just they need those flocked hangers so they stay on the hanger. Um, so much more room. The clothes stick to them. Yeah, which is why we want them. Yeah, those hangers are worth their money in gold. I bought them by the case at from Amazon. I think I bought like 50 hangers at a time, changed all my hangers. I used to buy them at Ross and stuff, like $10 10 hangers for like $4 or something. But then I found them on Amazon like 50 for so many dollars. I'm like, yeah, we're buying these instead. And they all match. Frozen luxury. Only I would cry in a Maybach. Can't wipe my tears on a $20,000 seat. Oh my goodness. I love those the velvet hangers. I changed all mine to velvet. Yeah, right, right. I used to like the wood ones because they wouldn't pleat your clothes, but they take up too much space. Yeah. Yep, I've had bought the huge box at Costco of the velvet hangers. Yeah, I think everybody has because they're so much better. Um, I mean, we had wire hangers from the laundromats, or not laundromats, the laundry dry cleaners. My dad did a lot of dry cleaning, but we tried not to keep any of those because they will crease and put lines in your clothes. So then we had the cheap plasticky ones because that's what everybody had from Walmart. And then when they came out with the flocked ones, we're like, oh, these are a game changer, and I love them. We did have some wood ones for a long time, but again, they take up too much closet space. Um, yep, I've had. So anyway, we're almost at the 2 hour mark, and that is at I am at my limit. Thank you for hanging out. Basically, it comes down to one diet Dr. Pepper, 2 hours, and how long can my bladder hold out? I watched Super Jacob. I have no clue how he can do an 8 hour live and never take a break. He does it. I've seen him do it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I'm like, you are incredibly how he does that whole thing, films all those videos, and then he does all his editing. I'm like superhuman. Um, I've been doing crazy buying more and more Henry Bendel number 7 bags on Posh. Okay, Frozen Luxury. I need to know what that is. What is a Henry Bendel number 7 bag? Hmm? Thumb up before you leave. Yes, please. Yeah, and I'll be live Saturday or Sunday with Indubitably Sinise, 2 o'clock Central Time. But it should be published on her channel. So unless you're on her channel, I don't think you'll get a notification that I'm live. But I'll try to repost it on the replay team on my community channel so y'all can find it. If you're not on her channel, Indubitably Sinise, she does mostly Doonies, you know. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody. Frozen Luxury, Winnie BLV, Maria Loves Luxury, Scott J. Thanks for your first tuning into your first live. I can guarantee you on the replay team, um, Montana, native of Montana. Hey, she's always missing my lives. But it's like, hi. So anyway, peace out. Thanks for hanging out with me. The dogs are hanging out with James. I'm going to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow. So bye.